Zhao Huan said to Kim Taehyung, Mr. Kim Taehyung, currently the shares bought by retail investors are nearly all acquired, and the purchasing speed has slowed down significantly. However, Sing Corporation has released an additional 5% of the shares, but the price is much higher. Each share costs $1,000. Should we buy? Kim Taehyung replied, although it's expensive, at the same time, Sing will also have 5% less of the shares. Buy it. This is a good opportunity to take the share rights from him. We cannot miss it. All right. Zhao Huan looked at the analysis chart. Currently, our share has reached 15% already. Kim Taehyung responded with a nod. At this moment, Sing was extremely pleased, observing Kim Taehyung through the camera and thinking to himself, indeed, you can no longer smile. I'm your trump card. To buy 36% of Sing's shares, you need about $70 billion. Right now, you have spent $45 billion, leaving only $25 billion. However, I, as the largest shareholder of Sing Corporation, hold 35% of the shares. Just release 5%, leaving 30%. I am still a presence that you cannot shake. Want to buy all my shares? Kid, your money is far from enough. Now I can slowly drain your funds bit by bit. When you realize you could no longer breathe, your money and life will be entirely in my hands. Zhao Huan monitored the situation and reported back to Kim Taehyung. Mr. Kim Taehyung, the Sing Group has released another 5% of their shares, which means there are only 25% left. Is that true? But this 5% of shares is priced at 7 times the basic price, which is $1,400 per share. To buy this 5% of shares, we need $35 billion, while you currently only have $25 billion prepared. Zhao Huan was worried. So, what should we do? Kim Taehyung replied while walking, I will think of a way. Kim Taehyung went to the balcony to talk on the phone with someone. Yes, mortgage the 29 houses in Manhwa, along with the 3 companies in Manhwa as well. Ah, I understand. It's fine if the price is a bit lower. What's important is to act quickly. All of Kim Taehyung's actions and those of his team were being monitored by Sing through the camera. After returning, Kim Taehyung told Zhao Huan, it's done. Zhao Huan asked in surprise, what? Is the money enough? That's great. The secretary also responded joyfully. Yes, Chairman Kim, I will immediately order the purchase of this 5% of shares. This way, our shareholding has reached 20%. Zhao Huan anxiously asked, Kim Taehyung, are you okay? At that moment, Kim Taehyung made a face as if he were about to go bankrupt. He replied, I'm fine. Zhao Huan placed his hand on Kim Taehyung's shoulder and said, Brother Taehyung, the current stock price has been driven up too high. It can only go down from here, not up. Do you think this might be a trap set by Sing? Or should we stop? Kim Taehyung slammed his hand on the table, pretending to be angry and said loudly, No, I absolutely will not stop. Sing, damn it, he dares to threaten me. We must take our revenge. The money is just temporarily stuck. As long as we take control of Sing and kill him, I can make a profit through Sing. Hearing his words through the camera, Sing smirked. Want to kill me? Come here. Secretary released another 5% of the shares. Yes. Sing had no idea that the one falling into the trap was himself. At this moment, former chairman Sing's father, spoke up to stop him. Think carefully. If Shuang Xin buys another 5%, they will have 25% of the shares, and you will only have 20% left. Sing replied, Is it that simple? Do you think I don't know? That kid is out of money. If he wants to raise funds, he has only one last option left. And all of this has been part of my plan from the beginning. Sing's actions surprised the other corporations greatly. No one expected him to go this big this time. At Shuang Xin Company, Kim Taehyung smiled upon seeing Sing Corporation release another 5%. Indeed, Sing forgot about his own shareholding when he saw the profit. He didn't realize that the person secretly buying up his shares was me. Just a little more, I only need to buy this last 5% and I will win this stock war. However, Zhao Huan looked at Kim Taehyung with a worried expression. But this 5% share requires $3.5 billion to purchase, and you have run out of money. Kim Taehyung replied, I still have one final move, which is to use it now. Hearing Kim Taehyung speak through the camera, the former chairman of Sing broke out in a cold sweat. What? Does that Chinese guy have another way? Clearly, it has come to this point, and he can still mobilize funds. As for Sing, he smiled knowingly. Ha ha ha, I see clearly now. Using the cyclical share pledge, that is the pledge he currently has. The leaders of other corporations spoke up. The cyclical equity pledge, it means using the companies in which you own 100% of the shares as collateral in turn to raise funds. This is leverage on top of leverage, a type of high risk and hidden financial leverage. This tactic is incredibly risky. He certainly has many companies in the country, and this method is indeed feasible. However, even if a significant amount of capital can be raised in a short time, just a little information leakage will cause this funding to collapse immediately. Those people were sweating coldly, thinking to themselves, and all of this was part of Lik Singh's calculations. It is terrifying. How could he do that? That Chinese guy is like a puppet in his hands. The representatives of the three corporations each had an exasperated expression as they anticipated Kim Taehyung's dismal fate. He has lost. No need to watch any further. It's just a waste of time. The three of them then disconnected from Lik Singh. Lik Singh smiled and said, "Ha ha ha, this game should come to an end." At Swan Sin Company, Zhou Huan joyfully hugged Kim Taehyung. The secretary reported, "Chairman Kim, Mr. Kim, the 35 billion has been successfully raised and we have acquired 5% of the shares. Currently, we hold 25% of Lik Singh's shares. We have won." Taehyung raised his hand, speaking excitedly. "We have won." Over here, Lik Singh also snapped his fingers to signal, "It's time to net the fish." Looking at the stock chart on the exchange, the former chairman of Lik Singh was shocked. Why are there so many shares? He glanced at the two people beside him and realized, so that's it. These are all your shares. You release all the shares for Lik Singh to buy up. Although these shareholders don't have many shares, together they account for 15%. As long as Lik Singh buys up the scattered shares from these people, it will be enough to exceed 25% and reach 35%. This time, he had a different view of his son. "Lik Singh, you are indeed very talented. I chose you as my successor because I saw your abilities." But he continued, "Even if the shareholders do not raise the price, the current stock price has already been pushed very high, equivalent to $800 per share. We do not have enough money, do we?" Lik Singh smiled confidently. "Revolving stock mortgage, this financial model I have been playing for a long time. I am ready. Shang Ki, hurry up and speak." As soon as he finished speaking, the secretary reported, "Everything is according to your plan. When the shareholders released their shares, I simultaneously helped you raise 60 billion and bought all 15% of these shares. Currently, our shareholding has reached 35%. Lik Singh spread his arms wide as if celebrating victory. "The game is over." On the side of Swan Sin Company, the secretary jumped up in excitement. "Congratulations, Chairman Kim. Our company now holds 32% of Lik Singh's shares." Hearing this, Lik Singh and the secretary turned pale and stood up immediately. Others in Lik Singh's group, including the former chairman of Lik Singh, were also astonished. Lik Singh shouted, "What? What did she just say?" The former chairman said, "Did Shiva speak? How could that be?" The secretary broke into a cold sweat. "Wait, let me check. How could this happen? It's true. The Kim Zhou Huan side somehow managed to come up with a large sum of money and bought out 7% of the shares from small investors in the market at a high price. They currently indeed hold 32% of the shares now, and they are continuing to buy. It is predicted that in less than an hour, their shares will surpass ours." How could this happen? Didn't that Chinese guy run out of money already? Isn't the surveillance camera still recording? Where did he get the money from? Could it be that he raised not just 35 billion before? Tell the surveillance team to review the footage carefully. How did that Chinese guy manage to get so much money? Lik Singh began to feel anxious, slamming his hand on the chair. "We cannot stop, keep buying shares. We absolutely cannot let him overtake us." The shareholders in the company worriedly asked Lik Singh, "But 60 billion is all the money we can raise. How can we find hundreds of billions more to buy shares?" Lik Singh replied, "Don't you have many private companies in real estate? Adding it all up isn't a small amount." Someone loudly objected, "But that's our personal assets. What's more important is that the stock price is already very high, which means $900 per share. How much money do we need to buy 1%? Lik Singh shouted, "Do you have any brains? If that person's shares surpass mine, will you still be able to get back yours? It'll all end with me." Hearing this, the shareholders began to feel dizzy and overwhelmed. One person hesitantly said, "There's no turning back now. We can only do this." Immediately after that, they also began withdrawing money from their companies and personal assets. "I have 3 companies. I can withdraw $1.6 billion, one person said. After all the efforts of the shareholders, the stock situation changed. Shuang Sin Company, 40%. Lik Singh Company, 45%. Lik Singh and everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got 45%. Shang Ki analyzed the information. The ownership percentage of Swan Sin Company is stuck at 40%. It seems they have run out of money. Lik Singh laughed with joy. "Ha ha ha, I've won." He looked at the camera screen and saw Kim Taehyung holding his head in satisfaction. "Compete with me? No one has ever beaten me, Lik Singh. All your money is in my stocks now. Ha ha ha." In Lag Sing's mind was the image of Kim Taehyung kneeling at his feet. I am the largest shareholder. I have hundreds of ways to make Swan Sin Company, the second largest shareholder, obediently hand over their shares to avoid bankruptcy. He can only become my pawn, working for me. Then I can use him to infiltrate shady dealings in the Chinese market, earning RMB. Although this battle is costly, it is all worth it. Suddenly, the sound of the door opening startled the shareholders, causing them to turn around. Kim Taehyung's voice rang out, "Wake up, stop dreaming." Lag Sing and several others broke out in a cold sweat in astonishment. They couldn't comprehend. What is going on? Isn't he supposed to be sitting in the office? Is the surveillance camera broken? Is the network slow? Why isn't the surveillance team reporting any errors? Lag Sing reassured himself. No, there's no need to panic. Everything has been decided now. There will be no turning back. He's definitely coming by helicopter to kneel and apologize to me. Lag Sing pointed at Kim Taehyung's face. You arrived just in time, saving me from having to call you. Kneel down, bow your head, and promise to work for me. I know how to appreciate talent. There will be a position for you in the Lag Sing group. Kim Taehyung smiled and asked, Huh? Which Lag Sing group? The Lag Sing group no longer exists. Lag Sing froze. What are you talking about? At that moment, 3 chairpersons appeared behind Kim Taehyung. Lag Sing was sweating profusely, and he probably began to grasp the situation. He stammered, You all are not? Kim Taehyung interjected. Chairperson Lai still doesn't fully understand the situation. Could someone please explain it to him? One person spoke up. Sorry, Chairperson Lai. The situation happened so suddenly that we couldn't inform you in time. You were focused on giving orders when Boss Kim suddenly contacted us wanting to cooperate, so we hung up. Lag Sing recalled and thought to himself, that's when it all began. The 3 chairpersons continued to explain to Lag Sing. Boss Kim said as long as we establish a relationship and act in unison to deal with you, after winning we would share the stakes evenly. The contract has been signed and this condition is too enticing for us to refuse. Now the 4 of us combined hold 55% of the shares. You have already lost, Chairperson Lai. Lag Sing was frantic. No way. I've been keeping an eye on you. How could you possibly get in touch with them? Kim Taehyung explained to Lag Sing, I knew you were following me all along. You can do that because of your power and resources while I counter the surveillance with hacking techniques. In my company, everyone is a hacking expert. Controlling the images on your side is a piece of cake. At that moment, Lag Sing looked back at the camera. What? Was that footage pre-recorded? But how could you synchronize it with the actual acquisition? Kim Taehyung scoffed. What era are you living in to still rely on pre-recorded footage? Now we use artificial intelligence to generate images instantly. I just need to add the voice remotely. Lag Sing's eyes widened. Artificial intelligence? You didn't know? Then let me show you. I invite Chairperson Lai to enjoy a massage. Right after that, an image of Lag Sing getting a massage from behind appeared on the camera. The others, seeing the scene, either wanted to throw up or didn't dare to look. They screamed, Holy shit. What the hell? What are they doing? I'm going blind. Ah, Mom. Kim Taehyung continued. Actually, I have so much money that I can't spend it all. I completely don't need to raise funds. I just need to convey rich emotions through the dialogue. This is quite difficult, so I even asked another actor friend. At this moment, Lag Sing seemed almost frantic. Dang, shut up. How can I lose to you? There's no one who can't spend all their money. The 3 chairpersons also spoke up. Chairperson Lai, your time is up, and you owe a huge debt of tens of billions. If you don't sell the last shares you have, how will you repay it? Jumping off a building? Ha ha ha. They continued, when you lose control of the corporation, we have hundreds of ways to force you to hand over all your shares. As you said, to sit in our current position, the tricks are certainly not less than yours. So, will you voluntarily surrender, or do you want to try some other forms of entertainment? Lag Sing laughed. Ha ha, you dare come to my territory and act so proudly. Should I say you're foolish or that I'm foolish? The door suddenly swung wide open and more than 10 people dressed in white suits with weapons entered. Seeing Lag Sing use this method, the chairpersons jumped in shock. The group on their side slowly stepped out. The 3 chairpersons looked at each other and spoke up. Ha, did you think we're prepared? Go ahead, we are worried you might get hurt, Chairperson Lai. At this moment, the people from both sides aimed their guns at each other. One person pointed a gun at Kim Taehyung's head. Lag Sing shouted, Shang-Ki. Shang-Ki quickly rushed out with lightning speed and kicked forcefully towards Kim Taehyung's group. She slammed her hands against the wall, causing it to crack, and a few pieces of the wall fell down, making the 3 chairpersons grimace. Lag Sing smiled confidently. Let you feel the power of artificial weapons created at a cost of billions of dollars. My best trump card, Shang-Ki. Show your strength. One of the three chairpersons pointed at Lik Sing's group and ordered, "Shit, take action now." Immediately, gunshots reverberated throughout the room, causing blood to splatter everywhere. Shang-Ki, with her steel-like arms like a powerful robot, attacked the two armed men. With her bulletproof steel hands, Shang-Ki calmly grabbed the gun from their hands. After disarming them, she locked their arms, rendering them unable to resist. What followed were continuous punches and kicks that completely brought them down. With cold eyes, Shang-Ki crushed the gun in her hand, causing the bullets to drop out one by one. The three chairpersons observed this scene, sweating profusely, eyes wide, mouths agape in astonishment. Meanwhile, Lik Sing was extremely confident about Shang-Ki. "Shang-Ki is my treasure, the queen I chose from thousands of special forces. I've even equipped her with titanium alloy robotic hands. What are you? A bunch of worthless bodyguards compared to that?" He told Shang-Ki, "Don't hurt these chairpersons. There are others. Kill." Upon hearing the word kill, Shang-Ki's eyes lit up with excitement like a cat that caught a mouse. Shortly after, she took down two more people. One was slashed across the throat with her titanium hand. In just a few minutes, all the black-clad bodyguards had been dealt with. They lay sprawled on the ground. The three chairpersons could hardly believe their eyes. They knelt down in helplessness, exclaiming, "I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They've all been defeated. What kind of monster is this woman that is so terrifying?" Lik Sing gleefully hugged Shang-Ki, kissed her, and said, "She truly is my treasure." Shang-Ki gleefully gasped in delight. Lik Sing turned to the three chairmen, grinning sinisterly. "What were you saying earlier? Oh, right. You want my shares, don't you? Didn't you say there are many ways to entertain yourselves? Now it's your turn. With your status as top billionaires, each of you can use shares worth 40 billion to exchange for your lives. Quite a deal, isn't it?" The three chairmen fell into a difficult position, grinding their teeth. Lik Sing spoke smugly, so obediently kneel down and sign, "And let's end this game." He also said to Kim Taehyung, "You are still too weak. Otherwise, this gun." Before he could finish his sentence, Kim Taehyung quickly grabbed the gun from the person behind him. That young man was bewildered, unable to understand how Kim Taehyung had taken the gun. Lik Sing began to fear as the gun was pointed at his head. Shang-Ki was also startled by Kim Taehyung's lightning-fast action. The shareholders of Lik Sing Group gaped, while the three chairmen were shocked, some smiling secretly. They thought that if Kim Taehyung gained the upper hand, they would also benefit. Kim Taehyung struck Lik Sing in the face with the gun, causing his teeth to fly out. Kim Taehyung coldly said, "Rest assured, you are valuable, so I won't kill you." Painfully hit, Lik Sing angrily shouted, "Shang-Ki!" She heard the command and immediately rushed forward, throwing a punch at Taehyung. This powerful punch, if it hit an ordinary person, would surely end their life. However, Kim Taehyung, our main character, calmly blocked it with one hand. As the dust settled, everyone was in shock. Although they didn't say it out loud, their hearts were filled with questions. Lik Sing was sweating profusely, stuttering. How is this possible? The punch force of a heavyweight boxer is 360 kilograms, and Shang-Ki's mechanical arm can deliver a punch with a force of 500 kilograms. How could he block it with just one hand? Kim Taehyung chuckled softly and said to Shang-Ki, "Beautiful, can't you hit a bit harder while massaging?" Provoked, Shang-Ki shot a sharp needle from the back of her hand. However, Kim Taehyung easily dodged it. Lik Sing laughed as if she had found gold. "Ha ha ha! Shang-Ki was afraid that her punch would kill you, so she held back. It has to be that way. Do you still dare to provoke her? When Shang-Ki gets angry, even I can't stop her. Kid, you're definitely dead." As soon as she finished speaking, Shang-Ki used all of her strength to attack Kim Taehyung. However, the sharp needles did not injure Kim Taehyung. Instead, he broke them with one punch. Kim Taehyung landed a deadly punch that sent Shang-Ki flying, blood spewing from her mouth. Shang-Ki's eyes turned white, as if she had lost consciousness. Just a second later, she collapsed on the ground, leaving Lik Sing in shock. He ran over and shook her violently, shouting, "Can't be! Shang-Ki, get up! Shang-Ki, I spent so much money on you, and you got defeated like this. Useless. Damn it." Kim Taehyung walked over, kicked Lik Sing in the head, and said, "Well, it seems you have no cards left, Chairperson Lai. Or should I call you the loser who owes tens of billions?" Lik Sing still couldn't accept that he had lost. "It can't be. I can't lose. My name represents victory. Since birth, I have been a winner. I can take control of the Lik Sing Corporation based on national law. Thanks to my superior intelligence, flexible mindset, and thorough preparation. You, a little billionaire from China, what do you have to fight you with? The Lik Sing Corporation is mine. Most of the country belongs to me." He screamed in madness. "Ah! Kim Taehyung kicked him, sending his head crashing into the shattered glass door. Lag Sing was flung outside, nearly falling freely from the high floor to the ground. He was so scared he started crying, screaming in fear of dying. Kim Taehyung coldly asked him, "What did you just say?" "I can't hear clearly." Lag Sing frantically pleaded, "Help! Pull me up! I was wrong. It was my fault." Kim Taehyung mockingly said, "Whoa, the wind is really strong in this over 100-story building. I can't hear a single word. My legs are a bit tired. Maybe I should just let you go." At this moment, Lag Sing clasped his hands in prayer. "I'm begging you, Boss Kim. It was my ignorance. I'm blind to my mistakes. I'm sorry. Please don't let me go. You can step on me. Just stomp on me hard. The shares. I'll give them all to you. I've lost. I was wrong." Kim Taehyung responded with a smile. "Signing is definitely a must. But you should also take a good look. These ordinary people have always been viewed by you from this angle, right? In the future, you may have to change your perspective." Below, everyone sees Lag Sing dangling outside the building. Some are terrified, while others take out their phones to record videos. Some people whisper, "Oh my, how did the glass break? So dangerous." That person, could it be Lag Sing? No way. What's happening? It seems he is in danger. Others click their tongues. It would be better if this scum just died. Hurry up and let him die faster. Lag Sing's sweat and tears mixed together. Meanwhile, people began taking out their phones to read news online, all of them gasping in surprise. What's this? The Lag Sing Group has changed owners. Lag Sing has been ousted. Kim Seol-hwan has shares of 4 new owners of Lag Sing. The chain of night entertainment clubs owned by Lag Sing, with dozens of rape cases each year, has been exposed. The largest entertainment company in the country, Holy Reverse Entertainment, related to the suicides of 9 female celebrities, all linked to Lag Sing. The Lag Sing Group controls 25% of the country's assets, but every year it evades taxes up to $800 billion. The former president jumping off a building was also caused by Lag Sing. For many years, witnesses testifying against the Lag Sing Group have mysteriously disappeared, all trained by Lag Sing's secret black organization. Clear evidence. A video of Lag Sing yelling spread online. "Police? In this country, the police are just my pets." After reading this news, everyone in the Lag Sing Group incessantly discussed, Lag Sing is done for. There was a female celebrity who was driven to suicide by him, leaving behind a suicide note accusing him, but it was all in vain. Now it's different. Is this real? Has this really been exposed? This country is about to change for real great. Ha ha. Finally, a girl pointed in the distance and shouted, "Look, it's Lag Sing. He has really been arrested." At this moment, Lag Sing and the company's shareholders were all arrested by the police at the Lag Sing Group entrance. A crowd gathered around cheering. "Oh my, we finally waited for this day. This scum should never be forgiven. He doesn't even deserve to go to prison." The crowd shouted in unison, "Death penalty. Death penalty for Lag Sing." As Lag Sing was being escorted to the police car, he stumbled and fell. Taking the opportunity, many people rushed in to attack him. Shouts echoed everywhere. Lag Sing has fallen. Don't let him get up. A police officer shouted in panic, "Calm down a bit." However, calmness was impossible at that moment. High-heeled shoes continuously trampled on him, and more joined in. Angry shouts rang out, "Scumbag! Think about the harm you've caused us." Lag Sing had no choice but to plead with the police. "Officer, save me. I don't want to die." He coughed a few times, spitting out blood in a panic, shouting, "No, didn't you say that if I signed, you would let me go?" Kim Taehyung stood high above, coldly calling down, "Ha! Haven't I reported to the police and called your most reliable police friend? Who knew things would develop like this?" Lag Sing continued to be trampled like a cockroach. No one bothered to save him. At this point, he was still shouting, "I won't accept this." Kim Taehyung held the paper and said to the 3 chairpersons, "Look at this young man. He's in such good health that he fell asleep as soon as he tilted his head. But I must thank the 3 chairpersons for being considerate, immediately signing the transfer agreement without saying anything more, allowing Kim Seol-hwan to hold 100% of Lag Sing's shares." The 3 chairpersons laughed awkwardly. "Ha ha ha, witnessing Boss Kim's tactics, we are all deeply impressed. We originally didn't have many shares anyway, so let's just be friends with Boss Kim. We'll directly transfer our shares to you for free. Ha ha ha. If there's nothing else, we'll take our leave." Kim Taehyung smiled. Nothing at all, nothing at all. As the 3 chairpersons left with grim faces, they thought to themselves, "Just look at his tactics. Who would dare say anything more? If we're not careful, we might become the next ones to be pushed down. Can't touch him, can't touch him. Yes, yes. How about each of us gives him 2 billion, hoping that for this amount, he won't attack us? This man is truly terrifying." While everyone was trembling in fear of Kim Taehyung's plan, he was happier than ever. Excellent. Kim Jao-hoon holds 100% of the shares. The Sing Group is now in his hands. I received $60 billion. These three chairpersons are really too enthusiastic. Each of them even pressured me to take an additional $20 billion as a life-saving fund. This victory is complete. A few days later, the press conference took place. Ms. Kim Jao-hoon, once a professional Go player, has jumped to become the president of a corporation. When asked, "Do you have anything you would like to say to everyone?" Kim Jao-hoon replied, "To be honest, I still feel like I am dreaming, but once someone believes in me, I will not let them down." Kim Taehyung looked at Kim Jao-hoon and nodded in encouragement. She took a deep breath and declared, "Now I would like to announce that the Sing Group will be restructured and renamed Wook Sing Group. The Wook Sing Group will cleanse and investigate everything that Lik Sing and his group have done in the past. Moreover, we are also establishing several charitable funds to bring benefits to the citizens of the nation, improving the social status and living conditions of the working class." Hearing these words, all the reporters at the press conference were excited. Kim Jao-hoon looked at Kim Taehyung and continued, "Although it will be very difficult, I will do my best. I have also found my inner self and discovered what I truly like and want to do." Favorite level Kim Jao-hoon plus 10%. The favorite level of Kim Jao-hoon has reached 100%. Congratulations to the master for successfully conquering the fourth person with a 100% success rate. System notification. The relationship between Kim Jao-hoon and the master has changed. From now on, she will be absolutely loyal to the master and will never betray. A total of 100 billion has been spent on the subject with a return of 10 billion, adding 1 to all attributes. Currently, all have reached level 14 and can choose any skill. Upon seeing the notification, Kim Taehyung jumped up in joy. Finally successful, with so much money. When will it ever run out? But right now, the system still has a lot of money. Not using it would be such a waste. A few days later, during a graduation ceremony at a university, Kim Jao-hoon donned her graduation gown, looking extremely lovely. She took commemorative photos with her classmates. At this moment, other girls approached, eager to get to know her. "Our Jao-hoon is so beautiful. Can I take a private photo with you? Not only a genius Go player, but also the president of a corporation. Oh my, how are you so outstanding? Jo-hoon, can we become good friends? I would be very proud to have a friend like you." Seeing Kim Taehyung's figure in the distance, Kim Jao-hoon ran over like the wind. "Ah, I still have a bit of work to do. I'll go ahead." "Kim Jao-hoon, where are you going?" "The teacher has arrived. We haven't finished taking the photos yet." Kim Taehyung held a beautiful bouquet in his hand. "Congratulations on your graduation, Jao-hoon." "Thank you, Kim Taehyung. I'm really happy that you came to my graduation ceremony." "Kim Taehyung, you look very beautiful in this outfit today." Caught off guard by the compliment, Jao-hoon blushed and replied, "Did you notice actually?" At that moment, a strong gust of wind blew through, causing Jao-hoon's clothes to flutter in the breeze. Simultaneously, her skin was partly exposed. The mischievous wind lifted Jao-hoon's dress, revealing some eye-catching sights to Kim Taehyung. The young man gasped, saying, "Jao-hoon, you." She turned completely red. A few nearby boys also unintentionally witnessed this scene. Did you guys notice just now? Her dress was blown up by the wind, and in an instant, something dazzlingly white was revealed. Another boy replied, "You must be mistaken. She was standing right next to us. How could we see anything from that distance? She's probably wearing white underneath." Jao-hoon's face was red like a tomato as she said, "Brother, you can't see anything at all, right?" Jao-hoon thought to herself, "I must be crazy. I actually followed Soo-mei's advice." She recalled last night how she could possibly dress in a way that would make Kim Taehyung see her as a woman. Just when she was feeling stuck, Soo-mei told her, "Can't be. He gave the Sing company to you, costing hundreds of billions of dollars, and now you're saying you're not his woman. That's so fake." Jao-hoon, Kim Taehyung really has always treated me like a younger sister. Although he's very gentle, I really like him. After today, Kim Taehyung has to go back to his country. If I don't express my feelings, I will have no more chances. What should I do now, Soo-mei? She whispered into Jao-hoon's ear. "Little Jao-hoon is so innocent. He's coming to your graduation ceremony tomorrow, right? Then why don't you?" Hearing this, Jao-hoon blushed and exclaimed, "You're crazy. With so many people in the school, how could I? Aren't you the one who said you really like him? If you can't even do this, be careful you won't have another chance." Last night, I thought things wouldn't turn out this way, but now, Jao-hoon seems like she wants to hide her face in front of Kim Taehyung. She turned her face away and stuttered, I. Meanwhile, Kim Taehyung still recalled the earlier image and thought to himself, "I don't think I was mistaken." In Kim Taehyung's mind at this moment, There were only images of Zhao Huan, an innocent and pure girl with perfect measurements and an incredibly beautiful face. As for Zhao Huan, she had just been exposed and now she stood shyly, her hands constantly covering this and that. Kim Taehyung couldn't help but sigh. Truly. Zhao Huan lowered her head and bashfully confessed to Kim Taehyung. Mr. Kim Taehyung, I want to be by your side. Is that okay? The young man took her hand. I understand. No need to say anything. Let's go. Zhao Huan nodded. Ah, okay. Scene shift to the Wuxing Corporation. So you want to play chess with me? Ha ha, I thought it was something else. Kim Taehyung felt a bit disappointed. It seemed he had overthought things. Zhao Huan hesitantly said, Because I really want to go out with you, Mr. Kim Taehyung. The first time we met was during a Go competition. Even though she said that, her heart thought differently. She wanted to express her feelings, but didn't know how to say it properly. He is really handsome. Being close to him doesn't evoke any feeling of fear at all. Zhao Huan couldn't help but gaze at Kim Taehyung's neck. Truly captivating. Although her hands were playing chess, her mind was occupied with other thoughts. Zhao Huan was startled and asked herself, Oh my, what am I thinking? Kim Zhao Huan, you really have no shame. Seeing her silent and not making a move, Kim Taehyung said, Zhao Huan, it's your turn. She stood up abruptly and replied, I need to go to the restroom for a moment. Her haste caused the chess pieces to scatter everywhere. Zhao Huan fell to the ground in a compromising position, unable to cover what needed to be covered. Once again, Zhao Huan blushed in embarrassment. Kim Taehyung rushed over. Are you okay after falling? She quickly sat up. No, I'm fine. At that moment, her legs unintentionally slipped into the pool. Due to her carelessness, she fell into the water once more. Zhao Huan shouted, I don't know how to swim. Ah, save me. Kim Taehyung quickly jumped into the pool to rescue Zhao Huan. Don't be scared, I'll hold you tight. Zhao Huan and Kim Taehyung, both soaking wet, looked at each other. Zhao Huan hesitated. I like you. Saying that, she passionately kissed Kim Taehyung. Suddenly, Zhao Huan's dress slipped off her body, and she exclaimed, Oh no, my dress. Forget about it. Hold on to me tightly. Kim Taehyung's pants also quickly floated on the surface of the water next to Zhao Huan's dress. Soon after, what was meant to happen did happen. A wrestling match under the water began. Hands intertwined, legs tangled, lips close together. Kim Taehyung was diving under the water while Zhao Huan lifted her upper body, the water spelling out. The scene takes place in the swimming pool located just above the Wuxing Corporation's office. A subordinate comes to find Zhao Huan to deliver documents. Chief Secretary, where is Chairman Kim? There's a document that needs her attention. Chairman Kim and Mr. Lin are on the rooftop playing Go. Just give it to me. At that moment, Zhao Huan couldn't care less about the documents. She was barely able to catch her breath. I can see the beautiful 7-colored aurora. Kim Taehyung, I really love you. Kim Taehyung whispered, Zhao Huan, are you doing okay? She smiled contentedly. I didn't expect this feeling to be like this. I feel like you're taking me to ride the waves on a vast ocean. Kim Taehyung asked her, my plane ticket requires me to return to China tomorrow. Do you want to come with me? Although she really wanted to go with him, he had invested a lot of money in the Wuxing Corporation, and it would take a long time to recoup that investment. She had to stay here to closely monitor Wuxing. She had to make sure his investment was profitable. The young man kissed her forehead. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you incur losses, just come find me later. You are really very good to me, Kim Taehyung. I still want to feel like I'm floating in the water once again. Is that possible? Of course it is. We have all night to enjoy. The next day, Kim Taehyung boarded a plane back to China. As soon as he arrived at the dorm, he loudly greeted everyone. Hey guys, I'm back. Did you miss me a lot? His 3 roommates simultaneously replied, Get lost. Don't interrupt us while we're playing Black Myth Wukong. Kim Taehyung said in a sad tone, Where's the affection? Where's the humanity? Let's go out for a meal. It's on me. Upon hearing this, the 3 young men quickly rushed over. All right then, let's go eat. I heard there's a famous ice cream shop over there, and they even do a bit of grilling. Being able to put the game down and go out with him at this time must mean they're really close. Kim Taehyung felt helpless against these food lovers. On the way, the group continuously discussed the game. This game is really amazing. My gosh, I had to fight over 20 times to defeat that boss. After walking for a while, they finally arrived. We're here. This is the place. The ice cream stall run by a girl was bustling with people coming and going, everyone enjoying their ice cream happily. Zhao Tong looked at this scene and exclaimed, This is indeed so interesting. Wu Shi also chimed in, Come on, let's buy some and taste it. Line up over here. 20 minutes later, The girl with nimble hands was serving ice cream to customers. "Here's your cone. Please hold it carefully." The customer looked at the ice cream with joy in his eyes. "Wow, the ice cream is so white." Wooji waited for the intestinal fever. "It's finally almost here. It's really not easy." Kim Taehyung looked at the ice cream shop owner and muttered, "Why does she look a bit familiar?" Zhao Tong was also eager to have ice cream, hoping it was good enough to justify the long line we had been waiting in. When it was Wooji's turn, the young man raised 4 fingers in greeting. "We would like 4 portions." Before Wooji could finish her sentence, a girl cut in line. She casually ordered ice cream before Wooji. "I like 1 portion of mochi ice cream." After saying this, she buried her head in her phone. Unable to hold back, Kim Taehyung said, "Pretty girl, you have to wait in line. Please step to the back." The girl did not respond to Kim Taehyung, instead turning to the ice cream shop owner and shouted, "Did you not hear what I said? Mochi ice cream." The shop owner stared at her, but before she could say anything, people in line spoke up loudly. "We have been waiting for over 20 minutes. Please maintain some rules, beautiful." The girl looked at everyone in line and cursed quietly. "Ha! It's so crowded. Only a fool would wait in line." She then shoved her phone in front of someone and said in a motherly tone, "Look closely. I am a food vlog creator." On her phone, she had already prepared a post about this upscale ice cream shop. All she needed was to get the ice cream, and everything would be complete. The others were wide-eyed and exclaimed, "She really is a food blogger, and she has a lot of fans. Maybe this time she will become famous." Meanwhile, the girl selling ice cream was surprised, looking at her and letting out a ha. However, at this moment, Kim Taehyung stepped in front of her and said, "How about making a food vlog? Making a food vlog doesn't require standing in line, right? Even if you are invited by the owner to review, you shouldn't cut in line. Making a food vlog doesn't mean you have special privileges." At this point, the shop owner recognized Kim Taehyung as someone she knew. It's him. The girl who cut in line laughed and said, "I'm too lazy to talk to a bunch of country bumpkins." She turned to the shop owner and said, "Owner, what do you say? You know who I am, so why don't you hurry up and get me an ice cream? When I post it on social media, do you know how many views it can bring you? I have over several 100,000 fans. Many shops invite me to review, but I don't even go. I happened to pass by and saw your ice cream looks interesting, so I'm doing you a favor. You should be more grateful." The shop owner sighed in relief and replied, "Sorry, Miss Hot Girl, thank you for visiting the shop, but I still invite you to line up according to the rules." As soon as the shop owner's words were spoken, the girl who cut in line became furious. "What did you just say?" Meanwhile, everyone in line was praising the shop owner. "The shop owner speaks really well. Hurry up and get back in line. Can't you have a little awareness? Don't disrupt me from buying food. Just because you're a hot girl doesn't mean you're so great." The girl was furious. Her temper was not mild either. Just because of a little incident, she was shaking with anger, speaking as if she was deeply wronged. She took a few steps away and then spoke in a mother-of-the-world tone. "I don't care. I'm a hot girl. Besides, I grew up looking this beautiful. I don't want to wait in line. Is that not allowed?" Upon hearing this, the several male students waiting in line stared blankly for a few seconds, looking at her as if to say, "What the hell? What's going on? Old lady? Are you delusional?" They started laughing loudly like crazy. "You grew up beautiful. Turns out you're a fairy." This remark made her even angrier. "What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? Are you trying to tease me? Do you dare to tease me? I'm a hot girl with hundreds of thousands of fans. You all better apologize to me right now. I say if I can't wait in line, then you can all forget about waiting in line." Her voice was as sour as lemon juice while she was cursing, and the ice cream stall owner shouldn't think she can keep operating either. I will post a video to tear her down. "Shop owner, how could you stand with them to bully me? A beautiful woman like me, you're clearly jealous of my looks." At that moment, everyone looked at her as if she were an alien. The shop owner, upon being scolded, could only stammer without saying anything. Before she could say anything, Kim Taehyung stepped in. "You all came here to buy ice cream, and you get angry when you can't cut in line, and now you intend to post a video to defame the shop owner. We have many people here who can stand as witnesses for the shop owner. Do you think just because you have a few 100,000 fans, you're better than others? Be careful, the higher you stand, the more painful the fall." She pointed at Kim Taehyung's face and said, "Ha ha, just with a bunch of country bumpkins? Do you want to challenge me on social media? I'm afraid you might be scared to speak. I am not just any ordinary food blogger, but the exclusive ambassador for Xiao Yi Lu." When the others heard the girl mention Xiao Yi Lu, their eyes widened. Xiao Yi Lu. Seeing everyone in shock, she became incredibly smug. "Do you know what Xiao Yi Lu is, you poor country folk? It's a 3-star Michelin. It has branches in every first-tier city across the country, but there are none in second-tier cities, and I am the experienced ambassador for that restaurant. Other streamers wouldn't be able to get this position even if they paid. She pointed at someone with a very contemptuous expression. Do you know why? Because I'm both beautiful and sexy. Just one live stream experience can bring Xiao Yilu billions in revenue. Poor and unattractive people like you being able to talk to me is truly a blessing accumulated over generations. She pointed at the shop owner's face and said, a small shop like this, if I want it to close, it has to close. The people waiting in line upon hearing that broke out in cold sweat and whispered to each other, is she really the ambassador of Xiao Yilao? Xiao Yilu is truly amazing. So many celebrities come to eat here. Many food bloggers with hundreds of thousands of followers have also come and praised the food. This shop owner is really stubborn. If I had known, I would have given her an ice cream. It would have earned me a compliment and not offended her. If I had known, why did it have to be like this? At this moment, most people no longer cared too much about her cutting in line. She took the opportunity to continue speaking loudly. Ha ha ha, do you know how big my influence is? I suggest you apologize immediately, kneel down and beg me, and give me an additional $2,000, then I might reluctantly not post a video slandering you. Also, that poor person there has to apologize to me too. The ice cream shop owner was furious upon hearing this and exclaimed, this is too much. Kim Taehyung's friends were somewhat worried about the ice cream shop owner. Zhao Tom said irritably, what the hell is this? On what basis should she apologize? Wu Ji and the other friend also chimed in. So what should we do now? Should we really bow down to this insignificant girl? What if we don't apologize? She will ruin the shop for the owner. The owner is on our side. We can't let her lose her job. The arrogant girl raised her phone high, challenging. I'm counting to 3. If you don't apologize, I'll start live streaming. 3, 2, 1. At this moment, Kim Taehyung calmly took out his phone. This is Xiao Yilu, right? Conveniently, I know her. Hello, Butler Do, please send her secretary over here to deal with some trash. That's right now. Hearing Kim Taehyung mention the Du family name, she sneered, Butler Do? Don't tell me it's Du Yun from Xiao Yilu. She then turned to mock Kim Taehyung. Do you know what? I've met plenty of men like him who try to show off. There are always guys wanting to grab my attention, directors, CEOs of all kinds. The result is just 2 sentences in and their poor backgrounds are exposed. Being poor is still being poor. You can't pretend otherwise. Wu Ji lightly tapped Kim Taehyung's shoulder, advising, calm down, bro. I know it's irritating dealing with her, but overreacting won't scare her. It'll just give her something to laugh at. The ice cream shop owner turned to Kim Taehyung's group and said, hey, why have you all go ahead? I'll handle this myself. Upon hearing this, the girl shouted, want to leave? Not that easy. You were the first ones to insult me. Each of you has to bow your heads and apologize. If not, I will live stream and let my fans hang you all up. Ha ha, still pretending to know Butler Do? Where is she? You need to call her to show up immediately. Right now, a car stopped in front of the ice cream shop, catching everyone's attention. The few people who were in line earlier were all amazed. From the car, Du Yun stepped out beautifully. A girl rubbed her eyes and exclaimed, that's Du Yun, the manager of branch number 1 of Xiao Yilao. I've been to Xiao Yilu once. I recognize her. This student really managed to get Du Yun to come here. Others couldn't help but be surprised, asking in confusion, is it really Du Yun? The girl who had been in line earlier, seeing Du Yun, began to daydream, thinking, the housekeeper, who must have just happened to pass by to try the food. After all, she is a very well-known Michelin 3-star judge. She often goes to try different dishes. This ice cream has been very popular lately, so it's reasonable for her to come here. After thinking, she approached and greeted, Sister Du Yun, what a coincidence to meet you here. Du Yun coldly asked, who are you? As soon as she finished speaking, Du Yun turned away and the girl said after her, I'm Jin'er. You are looking for me to be the experienced ambassador for Xiao Yilo. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been contacting many celebrities to come promote Xiao Yilu, so I momentarily forgot about you. Du Yun's words made many people unable to help but quietly laugh. As for Jin'er, she was so angry that she trembled, cursing silently. Huh, Dan, just a housekeeper of Xiao Yilu, and she dares to make me lose face in public. Just wait until I meet the real manager. I'll build a good relationship with her. What even are you? However, today is truly an unlucky day for Jin'er. She had just finished scolding when the young lady arrived. Du Yun bowed before the car window and respectfully said, the young lady has arrived. Xiao Xiangying, as beautiful as a celestial being, stepped out of the car, causing many people to gasp in admiration. It's Xiao Xiangying, the beautiful lady of Xiao Yilao. I've only seen her on the news before. I never expected to see her in person today. Wow, she's truly beautiful. Oh my, Miss Xiao Xiangying is really stunning. But why is she here? Jin-er thought to herself, Xiao Xiangying has come too. Oh my, how lucky. She possesses a fortune worth hundreds of billions. I must definitely build a good relationship with her. My appearance and figure are not inferior to Xiao Xiangying. Everyone has their own unique beauty. I just lack a company worth hundreds of billions. After thinking this, she approached and raised her hand to greet Xiao Xiangying. Miss Xiao, I have admired you for a long time. I am Jin-er, the spokesperson for Xiao Yilu. However, her handshake was indifferent, overlooked by Xiao Xiangying. Xiao Xiangying walked straight to Kim Taehyung and said, Hey, why did you call me here? Upon hearing this, the others were even more astonished and countless question marks appeared above their heads. Kim Taehyung crossed his arms and corrected Xiao Xiangying. What did you just call me? The contract clearly states that you must refer to me as boss. Don't forget that. Xiao Xiangying replied helplessly. Yes, boss, why did you call me here? I am very busy. The words boss from Xiao Xiangying's mouth made Jin-er turn pale with fear. Kim Taehyung's roommates were also wide-eyed and gasped. Kim Taehyung continued, Isn't Xiao Yilu a luxury brand? Why would they invite such an uncultured person to be the experience ambassador for the restaurant? She has already threatened the owner and used her influence to harm others. This is seriously damaging the image of Xiao Yilu. Realizing she had provoked the wrong person, Jin-er stood still, unsure of what to say. Xiao Qianying asked Yu Yun, Did you invite this experienced ambassador? I'm sorry, miss, Yu Yun replied. Actually, this person is not our experienced ambassador. I only instructed the marketing department to contact a group of online food bloggers, and coincidentally, she was among them. We still need to vet them later. We never claimed to have invited her. Jin-er, embarrassed by her earlier bragging, could only bitterly swallow her pride in front of the crowd. Everyone couldn't help but chuckle, saying, So it turns out it was just bragging. She even claimed she would bring billions to Xiao Yilu. What a great amplifier. If she doesn't write novels, it would be such a waste. I don't believe a word she says. After a moment of investigation, Yu Yun said, I just requested the marketing department to check the background of this girl. Just as Mr. Lin mentioned, although she is a food vlogger, she deliberately exploits her fame to exert unreasonable pressure on tasting restaurants. If the restaurants do not pay her, she will give them a bad review and slander them. She manipulates her fans to post negative reviews. Therefore, many restaurants have had to pay her a significant amount of money to avoid trouble. I can't believe she even used the name of Xiao Yilu to defraud others. Isn't this defaming the brand image of Xiao Yilu? Fortunately, Mr. Lin is here to support us, otherwise the marketing department might have missed this information. We will immediately post an announcement on major platforms and take legal action against her. At that moment, Jin-er was sweating profusely as all the bad things she had done were being uncovered. Very quickly, the article about her spread online with the topic, An unscrupulous food blogger like Jin-er exploiting negative reviews to blackmail restaurants, was finally exposed. At the end of the article, the author even tagged her personal account, Jin-er Loves Delicious Food. Xiao Yilu's promotion department reminded colleagues to pay attention to this person, while also assisting the affected restaurants to unite and seek justice. After the article was published, people continuously discussed her. Thanks to Xiao Yilu for the tip. I already saw this fairy's account. Why does she only have 100,000 fans? Wasn't it said she had several 100,000 fans? She's really losing fans quickly. Now there are only 70,000 left. Can't be true. Ha ha ha. Jin-er watched helplessly as her fan count dropped. Don't look at my fan count. At this moment, seeing the coffin, she finally broke down in tears, kneeling, and begging. Everyone, I just spoke carelessly. I'm still young. I don't understand. I was wrong. Please forgive me. I'm depressed. I can't control my emotions. Please don't hold this against me. You truly won't sue me, right? I will immediately make a video to apologize. I'm sorry. Boo-hoo-hoo. Other people looked at her and said sarcastically, She has caught the star illness and now she can't control herself. This needs a doctor's examination. Why is she involved in everything? Don't forget she is still a beauty, right? How can a beauty apologize? So funny. She crawled over to Xiao Xiangying and pleaded, Sister Xiao, you're my favorite. Please spare me. However, Xiangying calmly replied, This is my boss's decision. Begging you won't help. Take this person to the police station. All right, yes. At that moment, Jin-er turned her pitiful gaze towards Kim Taehyung. Brother boss, is it really you? It can't be. It can't be. My fan base, my money, it's all gone. As the two people dragged her away, she screamed loudly, I was wrong. Ah. At this point, everyone continued to line up for ice cream. Kim Taehyung sighed. Finally, it's quiet. Why is the shop owner still standing there? He making ice cream? We haven't eaten yet. The shop owner replied, Yes, yes. You helped the most everyone. Thank you for standing up for me. These ice cream boxes are free for you. Consider it a token of my appreciation. Hearing her call, Kim Taehyung was a bit surprised. Thank you, shop owner. What did you just call me? Jenny's friend took off her mask. So it's you. You're Jenny's friend, Xiao Jin. Xiao Jin was watching Kim Taehyung when Sang Ying ran over and grabbed the young man's hand, pulling him away. Hey, Xiao Xianying, what are you doing? While pulling Kim Taehyung, she said, Stop talking nonsense. Come here. Do you call me here just to deal with this small matter? Do you really think of me as your secretary? The young man smiled. You are my secretary. A secretary has to always be present when called. Is there a problem? Hearing this, Sang Ying got furious. Huh, Dugyun, let's go. Kim Taehyung chased after her, handing Xiao Ying the ice cream in his hand. Secretary Xiao, wait, it wasn't easy for you to come here. Please enjoy this ice cream. Ridiculous, it's just ordinary ice cream. Do you think it's worthy of my taste? I'm afraid you'll remember it once you eat it. What did you say? Kim Taehyung turned back to the counter and spoke to the owner. Xiao Jin, can I borrow the kitchen tools? She happily nodded. Of course. The young man quickly prepared the tools for the task. All right, let's get started. Outside, Sang Ying stared at Kim Taehyung, thinking to herself, what is he trying to make again? I absolutely will not admit. Ever since I ate the dish he made, it's just a clumsy, low-grade food. It's not even worthy for my taste buds to try. No matter what he makes later, I will not eat it. Kim Taehyung began by cracking an egg, adding some ingredients, and then using a mixer to whip it up. Next, he added fresh strawberries into a whipped cream dispenser. As Kim Taehyung added a few, he shook it vigorously. It was easy to see the cold mist rising from the dispenser in the young man's hand. Kim Taehyung continued to add more strawberries and finally finished smoked strawberry cream. The others looked on with envy and exclaimed, Wow, it's so beautiful. I want to eat it. Just looking at it made them excited, and Xiao Jin, the ice cream seller, had to marvel. It's truly beautiful. However, Sang Ying haughtily said, This kind of low-class food for commoners, I won't eat it. Kim Taehyung pressed on, really not going to eat it. She reluctantly replied, But since you are my boss, if you insist, I guess I have to torture myself. Sang Ying tried to find a reason for herself to eat the ice cream that Kim Taehyung made. She took a spoon, slowly scooped a strawberry into her mouth, and savored it. A rush of cold air seemed to run through her, causing her whole body to feel frozen.